Carried away, literally carried away. But I look marvelous.
Oh boy, people have been telling you that lately. There's a reason, because Billy Crystal has a new hit single and a new music video, and that's only the latest in his accomplishments. You know, he's been making us laugh with Saturday Night Live characters for so very long. Well, Billy was in town recently, and when we asked him where he wanted to be interviewed, he said, of course, Fenway Park. Billy, is it fun to be here at Fenway?
Excuse me. You tell Rice to hustle or he's out of here. 2 million.
A player. You're a player, major league contender, right?
Oh, not that great, but I love to play. Yeah, I was pretty good at one time.
Why didn't you keep going?
5'7", 130 pounds.
Yeah.
No, I loved it, but I really found that I liked performing much more. At the time, I was dabbling in high school and college, and I'd love to go. That's why I wanted to do this interview here. I've only been to Fenway Park once in my life, in like 1974. And I just love ballparks.
74. Yaz?
Of course.
You love Yaz?
Yeah, I do love Yaz.
Why?
I do. Why? Because, number one, he was great to watch. He was a great ball player. He stayed in the same city for 23 years.
Yeah.
And the town loved him, and he gave it back. And I just thought he was great. I have a lot of respect for him. There was something very touching about Yaz when he retired, and he took a lap around this ballpark, and I saw it on the sports station. It was saying, say goodbye to this great, 23 years, I guess he played. And I wrote a piece about a fan who I guess would be down there waiting for him. Come on, yeah, I just want to touch him as he goes by. And he looks so much bigger when he comes closer. And then they touch and he says goodbye. And he says, goodbye, Shane, come back. Because he's one of the last of the heroes of the era when I was growing up, who really was one of those great ball players who was a hero.
How did Fernando come to be? I mean, even little 2-year-olds are doing Fernando.
Fernando started because I love Fernando Lamas on The Tonight Show, and I developed a character that's not Fernando Lamas. For the last time, it's not him, but in my own creation. He, of course, was the spark for it. It's every early morning breakfast talk show I've ever done in my career or that I've seen, and I got really juiced to do them that way when I did a show in Dayton, Ohio, which came from a local restaurant, an interview show in a restaurant. I said, that's where I could...
Is that where Fernando's Hideaway came from?
Yeah. Actually, my brother, who was a writer on my show on NBC in 1982, said, let's call it Fernando's Hideaway. We'll do a little thing. And I said, oh, like that thing in Dayton. He goes, yeah, and then we'll interview your guests. So I started improvising with all the guests, and we would cut it down because we weren't a live show, and that's how it developed back in '82. And even the short time that was on, people were saying, you're marvelous. No, just because it just hooked in. And then when I did Saturday Night, it got bigger and bigger. And then I had an HBO special that was a big hit, and that was on it, and so on and so forth. And now it's like wild.
That video is so ambitious. I mean, to do Tina Turner, Prince, Fernando, Sammy Davis, and Grace Jones. I mean, the makeup. At 2 a.m. they were doing Tina Turner's makeup,
yeah,
right? I read that in Life magazine.
Yeah, Tina took a long time to do. Plus the schedule, it's a pretty ambitious video because the makeups are so elaborate. Grace took 4 hours to make, and that's why Tina was done at 2 a.m. because Grace pushed the schedule way back, and it's on screen for 2 or 3 seconds. But I wanted it to be striking looking.
How are you going to handle being a father of a daughter in this day and age, in the business you're in?
Well, I think I'm handling it pretty well. It's my oldest is 12, my little one is 8.
Who's going to tell her about sex?
Well, we'll toss a coin, and I'll run out of the room. No, we have a deal that she, both of them can't have any contact with boys till after I've died. It's a deal we've struck.
I'm going to do that deal.
I think I'm I'm trying to be more modern than I think I was taught.
You're Jewish. I'm Catholic. It's tough to be Jewish or Catholic and figure a way to do this.
So we should be attracted to each other, right?
Emmy nomination for what?
Thrilled.
The obvious?
For Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
I was shocked and very excited because it really was the end of pretty much a storybook year for me. If I could have said to you, because people say, what are you doing a show for? Why are you going to do Saturday Night for? And I said, because I have to, for the first time in my career, week in and week out, show people what I can do. Then having this album, which is a lot of live performance, and the single doing so well, and then to top it off by being nominated for an Emmy is like...
It's just fabulous.
It's like, you know, one of my characters, Ricky, on the album, who's this guy, would say, could like more nice things happen to me this year? This is unbelievable year. It's amazing.
Well, what is this guy? Is it true he doesn't really like what you're doing?
No, that's a misnomer, babe, because Sir William, this cat, I thought was doing the old me, but he ain't. I love him. He's a kiddo. This is Buddy Young Jr.
I know.
Don't get me started on this whole Red Sox thing. I tell you, it's too nuts. Where's the kid? Where's number 9? This guy, it's Fernando, and this is Ricky, who we talked about. And there's the single, You Look Marvelous, is on this. And also, Chris and I wrote a song called I Hate When That Happens, which is Willie and Frankie character. So I'm very pleased, and Face is on it.
Face is what the whole gang at Commodore used to call you, right?
Jazz
Billie
musicians
Holiday.
would call me Face.
Isn't that great?
It was a nickname for a cute kid or a pretty lady.
I have a present for you.
Present
all right?
for me?
Yeah. Now, this is, of course, the bag is for you, but can I take these things out one at a time?
Ooh.
All right.
I love when this happens.
All right. Now, first the obvious, okay? A
Red
couple
Sox.
of Red Sox
Great.
pennants. All right. And then,
Do I have to wear these now?
because you like him, Yaz, in his infinite giving.
Gave me a pre-signed poster?
No, it's not signed. Pre-signed, yes.
This is great.
All right. Now wait. Okay. Of course.
Wow.
All right.
It's got Dave Sachs on it.
But
This is great.
you have to know this, all right? This is from Larry Cancrow. Now, he's the head of marketing here. This is the only hat like this in the world. If you put it on your head, I'm going to show you why. It is literally the
I have
only
to
one
see
like
it before I put it on.
All right, put it on. Don't touch it. I got to do it. Put it on. Ready?
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't care if I never come back to New York, darlings. I'm in Fenway. The Green Man said, you look marvelous, darling. At the old ball game.
Thank you. Oh, he was so much fun to interview.
Oh.
This is his album. If you would like some laughs and